This conference will now be recorded.
All right. As I said, by using SAP Commerce, we can create this kind of shopping sites. And after installation, this kind of sample site we get it. The next topic is after you take any e-commerce site, I told we have mainly two important things. I'm saying mainly two important things, which are nothing but what? Products, and the second one is content. Products, and second one is content. What is the product? So if I go here, let's say I go and select some TV, and I click on this one. So this is called a product. Similarly, if I go to Reliance Digital, now you can see there is a banner, all these things. These are called content. So this is called product and this is called content. That's why I'm saying you take any e-commerce site, there will be two important things mainly, products and content. Next, I will give small comparison so that we can quickly visualize what exactly we are doing with the products, what exactly we are doing with the content. So let's take this is a product catalog, or let's say product and content. As I said, you take any e-commerce site, there will be two important things mainly, products and content. Next, for product purpose, what do we have? Tell me. Okay, for product purpose, what do we have? Product catalogs. Similar, for content purpose, we have content catalog. So that means how to manage the products? Through product catalogs. How to manage the content? Through content catalogs. Please try to understand. I am just giving the small comparison so that we are not studying the content catalog from scratch, because we completed the product catalogs. Now we can visualize easily for content catalogs. So the first thing is that purpose. So for product purpose, we create the product catalogs. For content purpose, we create the content catalog. So that means we manage the product catalog through we manage the products through product catalog. We manage the content with the content catalogs. What is the meaning of we manage the products, create product, update the product, create the price and all? What is the meaning of content, manage the content? Manage the content means change this banner, update the banner, put a new banner, all these things. That's why I'm saying for product catalog, for product purpose, we created the product catalog. For content purpose, we will create the content catalogs, and we manage the products through product catalog. We manage the content with the content catalogs. Next, so for product purpose, do we have the tables given? For product purpose, do we have the tables?
Yes.
Yes. What kind of tables are there? Product table is there, price table is there, okay, catalog table is there, category table is there, and so on, so on. Similarly, here also you have the tables, okay, the site table, okay, we call it as you can see product related are there where in the core-items.xml. If I go to the core-item.xml, let's look for the product. You can see this is the product related code or product table code or design. You call it as a design or code. So therefore, if I go to the core-item.xml, then you can see that the product related code, all those things, or product related design, all those things. Next is similarly for website purpose or content purpose, you have cms2-item.xml. cms2-item.xml. So here you can see website table, okay, content table, components table, like that. Okay, CMS site. You can see CMS site. I'll just put in the double quotes so that you will find very easily. Yeah, you can see CMS site. Okay, CMS site. Similarly, CMS component. We will discuss this one by one. So you can see CMS paragraph component, like that. You have different types. Okay, I'll just put for now component because we will understand in detail later, and so on, so on, so. And these are all, this table's code or design is given in which file? cms2-items.xml, and so on, so on, so. That's what you can see here. As I mentioned, you can just see here. I just put this screenshot. This is a nice screenshot. So you can see for content purpose, these are all the different types are available, tables are available. You can see content catalog, CMS2 or CMS item, CMS relation, content slot names, okay, components, page templates. These are all the different types of tables. These are all the different types of tables available are given for us. Please understand this. These are all, this is a nice screenshot. I just collapsed everything, put it here. These are all the different types are tables given for us for content purpose. Similarly, you can see so many are there. So content pages, category pages, product pages, okay, catalog pages, like that you have so many. Similarly, for product purpose, okay, so for product purpose, you can see, yeah, here you can see for product purpose, you have a product, yeah, you can see, where is that here? You can find here somewhere else, orders, principal. Yeah, just now I shown, right? So you can see for product purpose in the core-item.xml. So you can see product type code, all these things are there. Product will have the media will be available. Product will have the variants are available. All these things are available in this. So in a simple word, for product catalog purpose, we have bunch of the tables given for us. For content catalog purpose, we have bunch of the tables given for us, and so on, so on, so. Next, products we manage from which tool? Product we manage from which tool?
Product Cockpit.
Yes, product cockpit. Product cockpit, and it is embedded within the back office. It is embedded within the back office. Embedded within the back office. Okay. So if you go to the back office, you can see here. If you go to the back office, you can see there is a. We can type. We will reload once. Let me reload this once. What happened? That's okay. So it will load. So anyway, we have seen. So for product purpose or to manage the products, which tool we will use? Product cockpit. Similarly, to manage the content, what is the meaning of content? So I need to change the banner, all those things. Then we have Smart Edit. We have Smart Edit. In the old versions, what do we have? In the old versions, we have CMS Cockpit. In the old versions, we have CMS Cockpit. Now we are not using in the latest version CMS Cockpit. It is already duplicated. We are using Smart Edit. Good. Next, products who manages? Products who manages? Product manager. Content who will manage? Content manager, CM. So please understand this. Even if you see last week, right? Products who manages, that means who go and change the product, change the title, all those things. In the companies, we have a product manager role, employees. Similarly, who manage the content? In the companies, there will be content manager role, employees who will use the content, who will manage the content, and so on, so on, so on. Okay, now you can see there is a product cockpit here. Similarly, if you want Smart Edit, this is the URL for the Smart Edit. Smart Edit is not embedded within the back office. It's a separate URL. You can just see, I just hit the URL. It is going to load. Okay, it is going to load. So this is the Smart Edit. From here, we will manage the content. We will practice it how to manage and all. That's it. Next, in case of products, what are the different jargons we have? Tell me. Okay, in case of product, what are the different jargons we have? Jargons are terminologies.
Material.
Huh? Tell me. In case of products, we have some terminologies or jargons, right? What are those?
Base product, variant product.
Okay, so it starts with the catalog, then catalog version,
Categories.
Catalog version. So which will have staged and online. Then categories, very good. Then you have
Categories.
very good. Then you have products.
Product
Now
variant.
variants, very good. And sub variants. And finally, there is one more terminology. What is that?
synchronization.
Synchronization. Excellent. So these are the different things we practice for the product catalog. Similarly, for content catalog purpose, please understand the terminologies. Content means what? In a simple word, website. You can see content means in a simple word, website. So this is the website. Okay, so we will start with, so here also we have catalogs here. Please remember this. Here also we have the catalogs, but here we call it as a product catalog, and here this is called as a content catalog. In case of content also, we will create the catalog, but here we name it as a product catalog. Here we name it as a content catalog. That's why if you see back office, can you observe this one, please? If you see in the back office, can you observe this one? In case of product catalog also, we will do the same steps. Why I am giving that comparison is we don't need to start from scratch here because we already practiced all these things. If you are able to correlate, then it is excellent. We will speed up the steps. Now you can see catalog. Do you remember last week I just click on the plus symbol? If you simply click on the plus symbol, it is a product catalog. And if you expand it, now if you expand it, now you see there is an option to create the content catalog. So therefore, we can create the product catalog to manage the products. We can create the content catalog to manage the content. So therefore, we have both. Similarly, so here also we have catalog versions. So which is a staged and online, same concept. But here it is called as product catalog versions. Here we call it as content catalog versions. Then, so here we have categories. So here also we have content categories. Okay, content categories, and so on, so on, so. And you can create the subcategories, all those things. Next, if you come to here, in case of products, what is the main thing? Product is the important feature. Product. So in case of content, so we have website. Website will have what? Website will have pages, right? Home page, category page, and all. So therefore, if you see the terminologies here, we have the website. Website will have the pages. Website will have the pages. Now let's take this is the home page. Home page I can create from scratch, or home page I can create from scratch, or I can create using template. So that's why you have a website. Website will have pages. Pages will be created plain or using templates also. Please understand the terminologies. We practice this, but start understanding the terminologies first. Okay, so what I'm trying to say that, so here this is the website. Website will have the pages like the home page, category page. If you see here, this is the website. Now whatever you are seeing, this is the home page. Now I click on this category page. Okay, I click on this product page, cart page, checkout page, order page, my account page. Like that you have the pages. Now this page you can create your own or using templates. That's why two terminologies are binded here. Website will have the pages. Pages you can create plain or using template. Next, within the website or within the page, let's say this is the home page, right? Can you please understand this? This is the home page. Okay, this is the home page. Now, if you see the home page, can you observe this? Whatever I am putting the mark. So this is called area, or we call it as a content slot. Content slot. So that means it's an area basically. This is the content slot. Within the content slot, you have components. So this is the search component. This is the mini cart component. Okay. So this is the banner component. Logo component, and so on, so on, so. So therefore, what are the other terminologies we have? Website. Website will have the pages, and and the templates. Then within the website, you have content slots. Content slots will have what? Content slots will have. So here variants, sub-variants, right? So here components. Now, am I having only one component or different components? Okay, we have different components like a logo component, okay, search component, link component, like that. We have different components. Like we have different sub-variants, right? What are the different sub-variants? Like a color, okay, color variant, size variant, style variant, like that. Similarly, we have the components. So components can be link component, button component, search component, like that. We have the component. Now, one more thing is that when we have more slots, look at here, please. This is the content slot. This is the content slot. When we have more content slots, do we give the name for it? Yes. So that's called a content slot name. Content slot name. That's it. Then finally, here also we have synchronization. Here also we have synchronization. That's it here. If you understand this, that's it. You are good with the content catalogs. We can straight away start practicing it. Okay. Now let's come back here, please. Now let's take the in SAP Commerce for content purpose. We have WCMS. That means Web Content Management System. So that means from the Web Content Management System, you can create the website. Website will have what? Website will have pages. Pages you can create with the templates. Then these pages will have what? Content. You can start reading it. Content slots. Content slots will have the names. Then within the content slots, what do we have? Components. Now, am I having only one component? No, we have different components like a link component, search component, okay, logo component. Like that, we can have image component, banner component. Like that, we have so many components. So that's why, okay. So therefore, in SAP Commerce for content purpose, WCMS is given. We have WCMS. So through WCMS, we can create the website pages, templates, content slot names, components, and so on, so that's why if you see the architecture, WCMS architecture. So WCMS architecture. The next one is WCMS architecture. Now you can see, you can connect very easily whatever I told with the explanation. Okay, so you can see here, this is the WCMS architecture. Let me take this picture and put in the paint. Now look at here, please. WCMS architecture. Okay, so now look at here, or I will just, that is small letters, right? Let me put this way. Now you can see it, right? Yeah. So the first one is, can you please see this one? So this is the website. So website or site. So you can see website or site. So the first one. So this website will have the pages, home page, cart page, all these things. These pages you can create with the templates or directly. So that's why site, templates, pages. Now within the pages, just now I told, we have content slots. Content slots, we have the components like add to cart component, link component, and so on, so on. These are all running on top of what? These are all running on top of. These are all working because of WCMS, and WCMS is part of SAP Commerce. WCMS is part of SAP Commerce. This is a nice architecture diagram which will explain. Now let's say if someone asks, hey, can you explain WCMS jargons? What are the WCMS jargons? Can you tell me now? Okay, so site, templates, pages, content slot names, components can be anything, and these are all running on top of WCMS, and WCMS is part of our SAP Commerce. Like that you can explain. That's it. Next, one more point is, I said this banner is the content, right? Now can you please observe this? If I click on the content, see the combinations please. So we have the content, So if I click on the content, okay, first combination. If I click on the content, so where I am going, see, I am going another content. This is another content page. This is another content page. So therefore, if I click on the content, so we can go another content page. Or second combination is, so let's say I click on the content, then there is a possibility that we may go for the category page also. So let's see if we have anything which can take us to category page. So let's say I click on this. Okay, so okay, let's observe this first one, please. Like I click on this. So how did I say this is a category, a content page? Can anyone tell me how I am able to tell this is a content page? How I am able to tell this is a content page? Because there are no facets, nothing. Now, if I click on this, can you observe this one? I click on this. Now this is also another content page. Okay, now I'll go to the next one. Let me click on this. Can you observe this? I click on this. Now, right now I am where? Right now I am category page.
Product listing page.
Category page. So therefore, when you click on this, we can go to category page also. Category page also. Then once you click on the content, sometimes we can directly go to the product page also. So let's see if we have something here. So let's say I click on this. No, it is taking to the category page. I click on this. So it is taking us to product page also. That is also possible. So these are the different combinations possible. So we can go product page also. Okay, so therefore we have seen the WCMS architecture. After the WCMS architecture, we are trying to understand what exactly we are trying to do with the content. So therefore, whatever you are seeing here, this is called content. Now when you click on the content, you can go to another content page. Okay, our content category pages, and you can go to the product category pages, you can go to the product page, and so on, so or you can also go to some plain HTML content also, like a FAQ. Let's say if I click on FAQ, it will take us to another content page which has the FAQ information, and so on, so now I'm just going through the notes once, quickly see this. So as I said, you take any e-commerce site, there will be two important things, product and content. For product purpose, lots of OOTB tables are given for us. Just now I shown you. Now this is the content. So these are all called content. To manage the content, which tool we have? Tell me. To manage the content, which tool we have? Smart edit. Okay, so that is what the explanation here. Okay, next. So if you click on the content, you can go to another content page. If you click on the content, you can go to the product page, or if you click on the content, you can also go to the product category pages. Just now we have seen the architecture. And I shown you this comparison between, or it's not a comparison here. To make our understanding easy, I put it here. Okay, similarly, let's give one more small comparison. Okay, let's take the you want to create a PowerPoint. So if you want to create a PowerPoint, so let's say PowerPoint, and in case of with the WCMS, what you are doing, you are creating the site. Can you please observe here, PowerPoint and a site. So PowerPoint you can create in two ways, right? PowerPoint you can create in two ways. What is the first methodology? You can go with the without a template, with a template. So PowerPoint will have the slides. And these slides you can create with a template or without template. Yes or no? With a template or without template?
Yes, sir.
Without template. Similarly, okay, now you can see. So similarly, I have the website. Website is having the pages. Okay, website is having the pages, and the pages I can create with the templates, without templates. Okay, next point. So let's say I go with the template. If I go with the template, so you can see these are all the slides. Now these are all the slides. What is the advantage of the template? So everything is already given. You can come and change it. You can come and change it. Now, can you observe this one, please? This is like a content slot. So this is like a one slot. So in that slot, you can see you are putting, you can see this example. So you can see this is kind of a background image, then on top of this text, all these things. So that means this is like a slot. Within the slot, you are putting text component, image component, all those things. So therefore, so here you have slots. So within the slots, you are putting the text, images, all those things. So similarly here, so here also we have slots, but we call it as a content slots. And these content slots, okay, will have what? Components. Components, and we have different components, and we also have content slot names. Content slot names, as we have many things. So like this, I just given a small comparison so that you can quickly visualize it, what exactly we do with the CMS or WCMS. Next, just now I told these terminologies. Next, one more point. Can you observe this one, please? One more point. So as I said, this is the website. Website is having many pages, right? Like a home page, cart page, category page, and all. You take any page, it will have some general structure. Okay, so you take a page, it will have general structure. It will have general structure. Now let me show you how it looks. Can you see this one, please? Can you see this diagram? So you take a page, every page will have header, sidebar, content, and footer. So let's take the example. I will go here. So I click on this. So if I click on this, or I will click on this one. Okay, look at here, please. Every page will have 4 things, right? What are the 4 things? Okay, header area. Sorry. First one is header. Second one is sidebar. Third one is content or main content area. Main content area. And fourth one is footer. Fourth one is footer. For example, you can take whatever you are seeing, like a logo, this is search, all these things are called header. Okay, all these are called header. Now this is called sidebar. The facet section is called sidebar, and this is the main content. And if you come down, this is the footer. If you come down, this is the footer. Now, as I said, every page will have this general structure. Now, right now, I am in which page? Tell me. I am in which page right now? Right now, I am in which page?
Catalog page.
Yes, category page. Very good. So when you are in the category page, this is called a category page header. This is called a category page sidebar. This is called a category page content, and this is called a category page footer. Now, let's say I am in the my account page. Can you tell me the terminologies? My account page header, my account page sidebar, my account page content area, my account footer, or my account page footer. Like that, you will have the terminologies. If you are in the home page header, home page sidebar, home page main content, home page footer. Like that, you have the terminologies. Like that, you have the terminologies. That's it. And so generally we have 4 sections. Generally we have 4 sections. And is it mandatory to have these 4 sections? May not be. So let's say if you don't want a sidebar, let's say I go to the home page. Is my home page is having sidebar? No. Is my home page is having sidebar? No. No. So that if you don't want sidebar, you know you can hide it, or you can remove it, or you can create your own page from the template which does not have the sidebar. And so on, so on, so. Okay, and so on, so on, so that's it. Next, so that's what it is given here. Next, just now I told you pages you can create with the templates, and the pages or templates contain the CMS slots that will have the components. That just now I discussed. And this is what just now I told. For content purpose, lots of the types or tables are given. I just given the list here. Anyway, in the technical sessions, we'll cover this types and the tables and all. Then similarly for product purpose also we have lots of tables given for us. I just put all the screenshots. Finally, if you come to the back office, for content purpose, you have this section called WCMS. So therefore, whatever you are seeing in the WCMS is called what? Okay, whatever you are seeing in the WCMS is for content purpose. So what are the different things are there in the WCMS? As I said, the site, page types, templates, okay, content slots, pages, and content slots, content slot names, content slot relations, components, component types, and like this, so many are there here. And you can also apply the restrictions, you can also apply the navigations, and so on, so on. So that's it. Now let's take this one. Okay, I will just close this here, not required. We'll go here. So this is the website. Now I told this website will have lots of pages, right? Can we see this website is having lots of the pages or not? Yes. Let me go to back office. Let me go to the pages. Or let's take a simple example. Okay, let's take a simple example and understand. So we have a website. So right now I am in which website? Apparel UK website. Apparel UK website is having home page. Yes or no? Apparel UK website is having home page. So now let me go to home page and show you where it is. So I just go to the pages, and click on this advanced search, then go here and select catalog versions and add it. Okay, add it. Then what do I need? Okay, and and you can catalog version is what? Apparel UK content catalog this time. So please make sure you are selecting the Apparel UK content catalog and search it. So these are all the different pages available for us. Can you see this one? How many pages are there? So you can see there is a category page. There you can see, okay, FAQ page, okay, order expired page, address book page, payment page, all these things. Now let's see whether we have the home page. HOME. You can see there is a home page. So because of this, you are getting these results. To prove that, what we can do is that you can go here. So this is the page. Let me make it as this page is inactive or something. I'm just making. Let's see if I get that changes reflected. See, you are getting the error. You are getting the error, and if you go on to see the error, let's go and see the error once. Read the error, please. Read the error. I know some people are just sending the screenshot. So read the error once, you will get it. So what it is telling, so on, so. So the context with path, y-accelerator storefront, throw exception, request processing failed, and so on, so. And can you see this one? This one, CMS item exception, that's the exception type. And what it is telling? No page ID for home page found. So basically it is not finding the home page. So then you can go and check why it is not so on. So now let's make it as active. Click on save. Come here, refresh it. Now it's come. So like that, you have the content page, category page, and so on. So these are all the different pages given. Next, okay. Next, one more thing is that you can go. This home page is having many slots, right? That slots. This is having lots of slots. Yes or no? This is having lots of slots. Yes or no? Content slots. Okay, that slots information you can go on to find out here. You can click on the content slots. You can see available content slots. You can take that and put in the notepad. Available content slots. You can see there are so many content slots. So you can see, so there is a site logo, header links. So this is called site logo, and the header links. These are called header links. Then search, mini cart. Like that, you have many content slots. Okay, that's it. Available content slots. Then content slots. Just now we discussed. And if you want to apply the restrictions, you can apply the restrictions. We'll practice examples here just to understand. So what is the meaning of restriction? So let's say this page, I want to, there are so many types of restrictions. You can see there are different restrictions. You can see, I will just click on this. You can see the restriction types. So you can see there are time-based restrictions, session-based restrictions, user-based restrictions. Okay, like that you have so many restrictions. So let's say I just type time. Yeah, we'll practice that here. It's not coming here, but you can see there are so many variations. Yeah, here. Sorry. So you can see, so logged in user, for logged in user, if you want to put some restrictions, you can put it. Okay,
Not audible.
Hello.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so as I said, right, this is the home page. For this home page, we can apply lots of restrictions. So let's say I want to apply some time-based restriction or user-based restriction or country-based restriction. So let's say if some India person is coming, I want to show certain different things. If US person is coming, I want to show some different things. All these things you can control the restrictions, and we will play with the restrictions as part of our exercise. Okay, then you can also see some options, catalog synchronization, so we'll practice it. Okay, that's it. So like this, you have different pages. Now coming to the next important thing called components. As you said, this is a component, these are all components, right? Now you can go to the components. You can go to the components. As I said, let's say your company don't want, just quickly see this one. Let's say your company don't want this breadcrumb component. Okay, this breadcrumb component your company don't want. Then you can just go here and type breadcrumb like that. So you can see apparel UK content catalog breadcrumb component. This is the component. This is the component which is giving these results. So therefore you can go there and make it as false so that you will not see that component. That's it. Like this, you can control the components visibility. So let's say your company decided they don't want facets or they don't want the logo. So if they don't want the logo, then you can just search for the logo component. Okay, logo component. Okay, site logo component. Site logo component for which website? Apparel UK website. Apparel UK website content catalog. Apparel UK website content catalog. For this, I don't want site logo, so you can just make it as false. So because of that, you are getting these results and it's gone. Like this, you can see all the information controlled from these components. Good. Then, as I said, this is the website, right? So that website is also you can find here. So right now, this is the Apparel UK website. Okay, this is the Apparel UK website. To prove that this is the website giving these results, to prove that this is the website giving the results, then what I can do is that, I'll just make it as website active false. Okay, website active false. Now you are getting some error saying that website ID, website is not found, all those things. Like this, we have this, and we will understand some more attributes, properties, all these things part of this website. Like this, we have this section for the content purpose. This is section for the content purpose. That is what it is explained here. Okay, so you can see here, you can go to this and change this page slot, page IDs, all these things are given here. And if you want to hide the breadcrumb, how do you do? If you want to hide these components, what you can do, all these things are explained. So for any questions?
What is content category? Yeah.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so as I shown you, one more thing if you want to understand is that, let me explain that quickly, then we can go on to create the content catalogs. Now, as I said, this is the website, this is the page, this is the component. We talked so many terminologies. Now, did we create them? Did we create them, or these are all given for us?
Given for us.
Given for us. These are all given for us. So these are all given for us. That means this website, okay, page, component, all these are given for us. Okay, so this website, page, all these things are given for us. Okay, site, page, component, all these things are given for us. So these are all given for us means there should be some place where we can see the code, right? There should be some place to see the code. What is that place here? Can you tell me? Where can we see this? How website is created, how the page is created, how this is created, all these things. Where can we see that?
WCMS.
Impex. That's it. Okay. Now to understand this simple example, let me take this. I will do one thing. So right now, what is the title we have? Let's go to the Reliance website. Let's say you are working for the Reliance company, and the Reliance company is having the title called what? Let this loaded. Okay, now it's loaded. Now tell me what the title it is having. What is the
Online
title?
electronic.
Online electronic shopping store in India something. So let's take the Lenovo.com. I will just go to the Lenovo.com. I'll just go to the Lenovo.com. Now let's see what is the title they have. Okay, Lenovo Office official US site laptop PCs, like that we have the title. Now right now here we have apparel UK title. Now I want to change the title. How do I change the title? This title I want to change it. Let's see how do we change it. Okay, we can do from Smart Edit, but I want to show through code. So change the title. So if you want to change the title, solution one is what you can do from Smart Edit, or you can do from code. Code means what? So code means, so let me show you from Impex for now. Anyway, we'll practice Smart Edit tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Okay. So right now what the title it is having? Apparel site UK. That's the title it is having. And I don't want this title. I want something like what Lenovo is having. Online shopping something. So therefore I want to change this title. Right now it is a apparel UK site. So therefore I will go to the code. So what is the name we have? Apparel UK site, right? Is that correct spelling? Apparel UK, apparel site UK. Okay, apparel site UK. So this is what we have, and search in the Impexes. Search in the Impexes. When I search, I got the 6 occurrences. Now go and check which is our occurrence. So the first one is, this is the comment. So don't worry about the comment. Let's go to the next one. Next one is also comment. Go to the next one, comment. All these are comments. Okay. So therefore we can ignore all these things. Okay, next occurrence is what? Can you see this one? So this is the one, site underscore and CMS site apparel UK. This is the name. Let's see the next one also. Okay, so you can use the responsive one or this one. So generally we go with the responsive one. Let's go to the responsive one, and this is the title. Because of this, can you please understand this? Because of this, I am getting this title. Because of this Impex code, I am getting that title. So to prove that, what I will do is that I will just make small change and prove it. So I am telling, because of this Impex code, we are getting this title. We are getting this title. To prove that, what I will do is that this title, whatever there, right, I will change it. So let's say I will make it as ChennaReddyTraining site. Okay. Now this is the code. I need to execute it. Where? How do I execute the Impexes? You can execute the Impexes from HSE. For now, I'll go to HSE, import Impex, go here, execute it. Go here and execute it. What happened? Okay, now come here, refresh it. Am I getting ChennaRedTraining? ChennaRedTraining site, am I getting it?
Yes.
Yes. So that means, so the final conclusion is whatever you are seeing here. So like a website, pages, templates, all these things are created through Impexes.
Hello.
Created Impexes. Tell me.
I think
This conference will now be recorded.
All right, come to here, please. As I said, right? So this entire site, pages, components, all these things are created through Impexes. And I just shown you the proof. And we'll practice more on this. If you want to create your own site, how do we do that? Where do we do the changes? All these things we'll practice it. But for now, this is a quick introduction for you to. It's not just introduction here, so it's a subject only. You need to understand. All right, so that's about this content pages, how these are created. So you can create from Smart Edit, but if you create from Smart Edit, how do you move the changes to next environment is the big question. That's why we will try to do through code. All right, now let's come back here, please. Let's come back here. That's about this one. Then let's start creating the product catalogs. Sorry, let's start creating the content catalogs. Let's start creating content catalogs. So that means however we did the product catalogs, similarly we will create the content catalogs and try to manage the content for next 2 days. Okay, tell me, in case of product catalog, what is the first step we have done? In case of product catalog, what is the first step we have done? In case of catalog, back office is fine. What is the first step we have done?
catalog.
Create catalog. There it is called as product catalog. Here you call it as content catalog. So therefore, create content catalog. And what the name we have given that time? What is the for product catalog? What is the name I have given?
RRS product catalog.
Very good. So now I'll give RRS content catalog. How do I do that? You can go to back office. You can go to the catalog. And if you simply click on plus symbol, that is a product catalog. You can drop down it and you can click on this content catalog. Okay, give the name as RRS content catalog, RRS space content catalog, say done. That's it. Content catalog got created. Now you can go to the tree structure and observe it. Now you can see, so right now, this is the product catalog, sorry. So you can see content catalog got created. Right now, nothing is there. Very good. Then what is the second step we have done? Tell me. What is the second step we have done? You can reconnect product catalog. You can reconnect now.
Created catalog version.
Catalog versions. There we call it as a catalog versions. Here you need to call it as content catalog versions. So please remember one more point. If someone says go on to create the catalog, means product catalog. If someone says go on to create catalog version, means product catalog version. If they want for content, they need to specifically call it as content because the default is product. That's why you can simply see if I click on plus symbol, default is product catalog. And if someone wants specifically content catalog, they need to call it as content catalog. So similarly, second step is create content catalog versions. And how many types of versions are needed? Staged, online. Okay, same steps here. You can go here, click on the plus symbol. Okay, so staged, STAGED, and here make sure you are selecting your content catalog. Last time we selected product catalog. This time you select content catalog and say done. Similarly, create one more online and make sure you are selecting the content catalog and say done. Now go and see the results. Go and see the results. Click on this. Go here. Go to the tree structure for easy understanding. Okay, you can see catalog versions are coming, which are staged and online. Catalog versions are coming, which are staged and online. Now you can also click on this. You can also click on this, and you can see this is the content catalog, staged and online. Then what is the next step we have done in case of product catalogs? What is the third step we have done in case of product catalogs?
Category.
No. We have done an additional step in case of product catalogs. That is nothing but the third step. What is that? Categories are correct, but that is not the third step we have done. Okay, so we have staged version and online version. Make one catalog version active equal to true. Generally, we will make it as which version?
Online.
Online. So make one catalog version active equal to true, and generally we make it as for online. So how do I do that? Go to the catalog versions, open this. Now you can see online is false, staged is also false. Make online equal to true. What does that mean? I am making online equal to true. What does it mean? I am making online equal to true.
Website will use this one.
Yes, website will pick the content from online version. That's it. All right, that's it here. So now my content catalog is ready. Okay, now my content catalog is ready. Now my content catalog is ready. Then what is next? Now my content catalog is ready here. What is next? So once our product catalog is ready, what is next?
Categories.
Once the product catalog is ready, what did we do? So we created the categories, we created something and all. Okay. So then once the content catalog is ready, if you want to have a, that's it. So once the content, now my content catalog is ready. Once the content catalog is ready, what is next? Create pages, modify pages, update pages. Okay. So if you want to delete, you can delete the pages. Okay. Similarly, create templates, modify templates. Okay. Update templates, delete templates, like that. Then create components. Okay. Modify components, update components, like that, so on and so on. Okay. Now my content catalog is ready. Then what is next? What is next? The answer is manage the content. Manage the content. That is the answer. What is the meaning of manage the content? What is the meaning of the manage the content? Creating the pages, updating the pages, deleting the pages, creating the components, modifying the components. Okay, creating the templates, modifying the templates, and so on, so on, so, and the content slots, so on, so on, so. Content slots, and so on, so on, so. Then who do all these things? The question is, who do all this? Who do all this?
Content manager.
Okay, so the answer is content manager. Very good. So that means CM, content manager. Very good. So content manager uses which tool to manage, to do all these things? CM uses which tool to manage this content? So the answer is what?
Smart edit.
Smart edit. Okay, so smart edit. So that means this is the URL for the smart edit. Can you see this one, please? We'll just go here. So this is the URL for the smart edit. So that means content manager uses this URL to manage the content. Very good. Now, okay, so please remember this. We have created the content catalog. Okay, catalog versions. One, you made it as active equal to true. Now my content catalog is ready. Then what to do next? Creating pages, creating components, all those things. And who do all these things? Content manager, CM. Then where he will do all these things, or which tool he will use? Smart edit. Okay, good. Now assume that I am a content manager. Assume that right now I am content manager. So which is nothing but I means here what? ChennaReddyTraining. So therefore ChennaReddyTraining uses which tool? ChennaReddyTraining uses which tool? Smart edit. to manage the content. Okay, right. So therefore, so step number 4 is, okay, step number 4 is use existing employee who is having CM content manager content related role, content related roles, or create new employee and create new employee and assign content related roles. So this is the next step. What is the step number 4? Can you read it, please? Use the existing employees. So that means if you go to the back office, there are so many existing employees also. You can go to the users, you can go to the employees, search with the CMS. So you can see there are so many content related employees. So CMS translator, CMS viewer, CMS manager, CMS editor, like that are there. You can use these employees or create an employee and assign content manager role. Which one you want? Tell me. Shall I use the existing employee or shall I create a new one?
Create a new employee.
Okay, create a new one. So if you want to create a new one, what I will do is that I will just create a ChennaReddyTraining, but ChennaReddyTraining we already have it. I will just delete it, not a matter. What happened? Delete itself is taking this much of time.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, now we deleted that. I will just create the employee now. Chenna.RRS. So ChennaReddyTraining. Last time we created ChennaReddyTraining for product catalog purpose. Now this is for content catalog purpose. RCM, content manager. Okay, and say done. Languages, all these things are not required here. Say done. Okay, now let's search it. This is the person. This is the person, and make sure go and reset the password because you need to use the password. Okay, then make sure disable login is false. Then once that is done, you come to the general. Now I created a employee, that's why by default employee group. Is it sufficient? Is it sufficient or I need to assign the more role or more groups?
More.
Yes, that is nothing but content related. So let me type CMS. Let me type CMS. So you can see there are so many groups are available here. Let's click the right one. So CMS manager group. I'll go here. Okay, you can see CMS translator. Translator means what? You will translate the content. So shall I select this or we can look for the more? Translator means what? Let's say you have the content in English and you want to translate for a German, like that. Translator group. Not required. Let's go here. So CMS reviewer. Reviewer means what? Let's say you created a FAQ page and you can assign to me, I will review it. CMS publisher. Publisher means what? You create the page, I will publish once I do everything. Like this, you have CMS manager group. Okay, like this, we have different groups. Now tell me which is more suitable for me. Okay, CMS manager is fine. Manager means it's more high. CMS editor group. Editor means what? Who creates? Shall I assign this role? CMS editor or manager. Either one is fine, but editor is more meaningful to create the pages, create the content and all. So I will assign this particular group and click on save. That's it. Now step number 4. Step number 4 we are done. Next step number 5. Log into Smart Edit with this CM role. Log in Smart Edit with what? ChennaReddyTraining. ChennaReddyTraining right now is what? Content manager.
And editor.
Or content editor. Content editor or content manager. Either is fine. Content editor. So therefore, I will go here and try to log in. So Chenna.RRS 1234 and try to log in. Once I log in, see what happened last time. I want to create the content, right? So if I want to create the content, I should see that I should see my content catalog, right? But my content catalog is not coming. See, what is my purpose? I am coming to Smart Edit to create the or to manage the content. To manage the content. To manage the content, we have the RRS content catalog, which is not showing here. Okay, so I logged in. After login, RRS content catalog is not showing. RRS content catalog is not showing. If it is showing, then I can go on to play it. But it is not showing here. Then what to do? Why? Anyone? Why? We discussed in case of product catalog.
Is it, I mean, approve?
We discussed last week in the product catalog. I am not sure what else we are missing here. So now log into Smart Edit. I logged in, but whatever we created, that's called RRS content catalog, is not showing here. Why it is not showing here? What could be the reason? The reason is because, okay, why? Because who created RRS content catalog? Admin. And who log in right now?
Content editor.
Who log in right now? So content editor. So that means, okay, content editor. So that means permissions are missing. So therefore, step number 6 is give the permissions. Step number 6 is give the permissions. Give the permissions. So how do I give the permissions? Go to the back office, go to the created employee. So this is the employee we created, and this is the content editor, and I need to give the permission. So therefore, go to the personalization. And there is a read content and write content. Read permission and write permission. I'll give the write permission. I already shown the difference. Write permission for what? For the RRS content catalog. Staged and online, and click on save. Now permissions are given. Now step number 7. Okay, step number 7. So log into back of Smart Edit with the content manager. Log into Smart Edit with the content manager. I logged in. Let me log out once here. Okay, I will log in again. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So am I able to see? Am I able to see?
Yes.
You are able to see. Where is that here?
No.
Still not coming. These are our own things. RRS content catalog is not coming here.
Yeah.
Content catalog is still not coming. Still not showing. After login, still RRS content is not showing. Why?
We need
Approve.
to
Approval is needed.
Approval and all. See, nothing is created, right? Why you are thinking about approvals? If something is created, then you can think of the approvals and all. But nothing is created right now.
Okay.
Okay, so please remember
log
this.
into the online version.
Online version only we did. Okay, so note, let me give the conclusion here. These are the series of the questions here. See, I can put headings as is, but I'm not putting the headings. I am connecting all the dots. So you need to understand it. So still not coming because, why? Because without website, without website, we can't manage the content. Without website, we can't manage the content. So therefore, what is the step number 8 then? What is the step number 8? Create a website.
Website.
Yes. So I can directly put the heading here, but I am giving all the dots in the connected fashion. Now I'll go to back office and create the website. So you can come here and create the website. So click on the plus symbol. Okay, so you can give all these things, create a time, you can just say today's time or just leave that empty, and ID. So let's say RRS site or RRS. Okay, so RRS site, like that I can give the ID and say done. Now you can see that got created, and you can open this and assign the names and all. So can you see this one, please? Right now this is the ID, RRS site is the ID, and you can give the name. Let's say RRS site, and click on save. Click on save. Now you can see name is also coming. That's good. Next, as I said, right now this is the website. Every website will have what? Every website is mapped with many things. So every website will have product catalog. Second one is content catalog. Third one is base store. And like this, we have many things. Okay, like this, we have many things. So every website will have product catalog, content catalog, base store. Like that, we have many things. Now let me assign those. Okay, so I will go to this website. Now you can see a base store we'll discuss again. Let's come to the catalog, default catalog. Tell me, when I say default catalog, can I put here product catalog or content catalog?
Product catalog.
Product catalog, you need to put it. So right now product catalog is not important for us because it's a content catalog. But if you want to assign it, you can assign it, not a matter. But content catalog is important. So let me go here and see there is an option called content catalog. That's what I said. If they specifically want, then they will specify content catalog. Now here assign the content catalog and click on save. Here assign the content catalog and save. Now my website is ready. Okay, my website is ready and assigned all those things. Now step number 8 is what? Or step number 9 is what? Step number 9 is log into Smart Edit. Step number 9, log into Smart Edit as a content manager or content editor, whatever it is. So let me refresh and see if it is coming. Yeah, you can see RRS content catalog is coming now. Are you guys able to see? RRS content catalog is coming now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the RRS site, which is having the staged content catalog and online content catalog. RRS site, which is mapped with the staged content catalog and online content catalog. So therefore now, okay, now RRS site with the staged content catalog and online content catalog are showing. Now those are showing. Now what you can do next? You can play it. Now you can create pages, do all the magics, whatever you want. Create pages, create the components. Okay, modify the components, modify the pages, all those things you can do it. And so on, so on. So that's it. Then tell me, okay, creating a pages, modifying the pages, all these things I will do in the staged version or online version?
Staged version.
Staged version. So therefore you can go to the, so if you want to create the pages, you can click on the pages and you can click on the create a page. Now you can see, can you please observe here? I said the pages you can create with a template, right? So you can see there are so many types here. Now let's say you want to create a category page. Category page means what? Let's say you want to create this. This is the category page. If you want to create the category page, then select this. Now let's say you want to create a content page. Content page means what? Let's say you want to create the FAQ page. FAQ. So you can see FAQ or help, right? Help. So you can see this is the content page. Yeah, this is the content page. If you want to do that, then select this content page. And if you want to create some email page and all, select this. And you want to create the product page. Okay, product page. What is the meaning of product page? Let's say I go here, click on this. Sorry, I'll go here, click on this. This is the product page. If you want to create a product page, select this. Like this, you have different types of the pages which you can select it. And click on next. Once you click on next, now you can go and search your templates, all those things, and create it. We'll play this here. We play this, but for now, that is what it is. Now to understand this is the fresh one, right? To understand more, what you can do, you can check the apparel site. So this website, this is the website, and you can see, you can go here. Now you can see how the pages are given, all these things. Now let's go to the pages. Now, as I said, right, you can see bunch of the pages are given. Bunch of the pages are given. So you can see cart page, all these things. Now let's say this is the cart page, right? So if I go here, so this is the cart page. Now if you want to do some changes and all, you can do from Smart Edit. Okay, so you can go to the cart page. This is the cart page. Now how to do the changes, all these things, we will start playing with that. But for now, this is the cart page. For now, this is the cart page. That's it. Like this, you have a bunch of the options from the Smart Edit. We'll understand and we will play with the Smart Edit tomorrow entirely on this. But before we go to the Smart Edit on the deeper, let's come back to the website which we created. Let's come back to the website which we created. This is having bunch of the attributes. Bunch of the attributes, we need to understand it. Bunch of the attributes which we need to understand it. Now let's say example, I will go with the apparel site. We'll discuss from there. So let's go with the apparel site, apparel UK site, which is the one here. The first attribute is our first column is ID. As I said, ID is there, name is there. Can you tell the difference between ID and name? Can you tell the difference between ID and name?
ID is for coding purpose.
Yes, ID is for programming purpose and name is for display purpose. So that's why right now name is what? ChennaReddyTraining site. So that's why if you go here, you can see ChennaReddyTraining site is coming here. Name is coming here. That means wherever you want display something, you will use the name. That's it. That's good. Next, active equal to true is there. So that means let's say I created a website and I don't want to make this active from midnight, or I want to make this active from 10 onwards. Then you can use this flag called active equal to true false. So if you make it as false, then site is not available. Just now we proved that. Okay. So next, you can make it as active and all. Then every website will have the base store. Okay. Every website will have the base store. This is an important one here. Every website will have the base store. Base store. Now let's see what are the important functionalities of the base store. What are the important functionalities of the base store? Now you can see here, apparel UK website is having apparel UK base store. If you want to create the base store, you need to go to the base commerce here. There is one thing called option here, base commerce. So in base commerce, you can create the base stores. So that means if you want to create your own base store, you can go and create it here. But right now we have apparel UK base store, which is already given for us. Let's go there and understand some of the functionalities. As I said, every website is associated with the base store. Now this is the base store. Base store is having language and currency. Can you see this one, please? Language and currency. Now, if I come to this one, this website, when I come to this website, website is having language, which is English, and the currency, which is GBP, right? These are picked from the base store. These are picked from the base store. So therefore, whatever you are seeing in the website, language and currency are populated from where?
Base store.
Language and currencies are populated or controlled from base store. Okay, and from base store. Next, come down. You can see, just now I said, right? Currency and languages. Currencies and languages, that's fine. Then there is a captcha enabled. Captcha enabled. Now you can see here, can you please observe here? Let's say some of the websites will have the captcha, right? Some of the websites will have the captcha, and if you want for your website, you can enable that, enable, disable. That's why here, please remember this. If anyone is writing the functional certificate, this is one important question. What is the question? Which of the following are base state features? Which of the following are base store features? Like that they will ask. You need to know, okay, which are the base store features, which are the website features. Right now, whatever I am discussing, like captcha enabled, all these things are the base store features. Now you can see website widget, captcha widget enabled. So if you want a captcha for your website, then enable it. If you don't want, disable it. Now, can you tell me why they have given this functionality? I already explained what is the advantage of these flags. Anyone remember? See, assume that my company want the captcha. If my company want the captcha, what is the advantage of I turn on, turn off? Anyone remembered? I told the big advantage of this flag. I will give the clue when I discuss this flag's importance. Okay, during the configurations, HSE configurations, I discuss what is the advantage of making true false.
We can simply make it turn on or off without much coding required.
That is correct, but my company decided they want it. What is the point of on and off again?
In case client wants it to display right now, and after a minute or like after half an hour he don't want to display, so then you can make it false.
Why client will decide like that? After half an hour, I don't want.
Like just for displaying purpose, like.
Okay, so let me give one scenario here. Even last week also we faced this problem. Let's say for your website, this is the excellent point you need to remember here. Why certain functionalities are derived with the flag. Okay, so why we need to drive certain functionalities with the flag even though we don't need it. The biggest advantage, let's take the captcha. So captcha is what? A Google provided solution or plugin, right? It's a common, not specific to SAP Commerce, right? Captcha, if you see the captcha, it's a Google captcha, right? So this is the plugin, this is the solution. Google reCAPTCHA is the plugin or solution from the Google company. You know what happened last week? Somehow, okay, now let's say you have the captcha implemented. Now assume that your website, okay, assume that your website is having the captcha. Okay, is having the captcha. Last week what happened, you know, so that captcha traffic was very heavy and somehow it was not working properly. It's not a long time, but definitely I can see around half an hour. Now tell me, okay, now captcha or something is not working properly. Now tell me, do you say your customers, oh, captcha is not coming, don't come? Or is it okay to allow the customers without captcha? Which is worth the solution?
Without the captcha.
Yeah, allow the without captcha. See, if captcha is not working, why do you want to block your customers? See, captcha is kind of a small security to not allow robots and all. And as captcha is not working, if you are blocking your customers, which is a huge impact for you. For you means your company. So that's why assume that captcha is giving some challenges. Then can I write the code to deploy, disable the captcha, or it is good to have the flag to turn off?
Good to have the flag.
Good to have the flag. So that's why whenever you are implementing this kind of small third-party solutions, have the flag. We don't know what happened, right? See, instead of blocking the customers entirely, it is okay to just allow them without captcha for some time. Anyway, they will make it corrected. They will make it correct. But meantime, instead of blocking the customers, it's worth to allow the customers without captcha. So that's why turn on, turn off flags are important for this kind of integrations, for this kind of solutions. Is that clear? Not only this here, not only this, okay? Whenever you are going with a third-party integration, think is that a third-party integration is important for, let's say now you have a payment integration. Can I have turn on, turn off for payment integration? Can I have the flag, turn off flag, turn on flag for payment integration?
No.
Is it worth to turn off the payment integration for some time if it is not working?
No.
No, it's not worth. Okay, so that means there are some integrations where without them also you can allow for some time. There are some integrations without them you cannot allow the customers. Example, payment. Without payment, if you take the orders and tell that okay, oh, that time payment is not working, now payment is working, I will take amount from you. No, I mean it's like a difficult process. Okay, but captcha, yes, you can allow. So therefore, whenever you are implementing such kind of solutions, such kind of integrations, see how the impact, if there, if not there. If you are thinking that okay, if not there, it's the minimal impact, so then give this kind of turn on, turn off flags, so that you get the big advantage of on and off, which is given at the base store level. Then this is search configuration, we already discussed, right? Solar search configuration and so on and so on. So then the next one is these are all solar related, we discussed already. The next one is warehouse. Warehouse also I covered already. So what are the base store features? Okay, so the next one is warehouse. Warehouse is like a godown. When did I cover the warehouse?
Stock product.
Product stock. Okay, very good. So therefore, every website will have the base store. Base store is mapped with the warehouses. Warehouses are nothing but the godown. So within the warehouse, you will keep your products and the product stock. So therefore, the relation is like this. We discussed this and we practiced this also. So you have a website. Website is having the base store. Base store is having the warehouses. We can have multiple warehouses. Then in the warehouses, we keep the products and the product stock. That's it. And we practice this. And if you want, if you have one more godown, one more warehouse, you can come here and create the warehouses. If you go to the base commerce, in the base commerce, you have the warehouse also to create it and to map to the website and so on, so on. So, okay. So that's all for today. We'll continue tomorrow on this because it will take some more time to discuss some more features. Once we complete these features, then we will practice the smart edit. That's all for today. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask.